Procknik. You now remember Cynthia McNaughten, 80th class of 1990.
Good afternoon. So I started here at the museum about 8 years ago as an intern, but Cindy predated my arrival by quite a bit, 20 years actually, so I consider that quite a bit. In fact, I remember the first conversation the two of us ever had. I had just been hired on staff, and I was sitting at my desk in the reading room, and she was standing to my left, and she was talking to me about this property line that she was doing research on for a neighboring town, and she realized it altered over time and she didn't know why. And she explained to me that one day she discovered through research that it was altered because a set of railroad tracks went through. And that was the reason. And that was the conversation. I said, great, that was pretty cool. What I didn't know at the time is that that one particular conversation would set the stage for me in terms of what Cindy brought to the table in more ways than I could have possibly imagined. But I'm not here today to blather on because I have a hunch that's the last thing she would have wanted. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Cindy, and not just what she meant for the museum, but what she did, especially for the library. She was never shy about tackling new projects or taking on old ones. And speaking as somebody who's very much motivated by seeing multiple projects through to completion, I always found that drive very admirable. And I always felt she embodied the true spirit of what it meant to be a volunteer, because she volunteered not just to give back to the community, and by sharing her knowledge and furthering the museum's mission. And she did that every day she came into the library. Now I know in the back of her mind, or sometimes in front of her mind, she wanted to see all these projects complete. I know this because she reminded me of it every single day that I saw her. I gotta finish this project, I gotta finish. I said, yep, absolutely. I hear you loud and clear. She was really working on in the last few times she was volunteering is this one project. There's this quilt in our collection, and there are names on it. And the question, of course, is who are these people? Who are these names? And she was doing genealogical research on who these people were. And she really wanted to finish this. But the part she conveniently leaves out is that her current research sits at 21 pages of notes that are meticulously researched by her. But she considers it unfinished. Look, 21 pages? I'd call that done. I would have called it done at, 5 pages, but that's fine. But that wasn't the only project she worked on. The list of her projects is ridiculously long. We don't have all day. I just want to highlight a few. Just looking at what she accomplished, she indexed church records. It was the very first project she worked on when she first started. That's what she told me got her into the library in the first place. She wanted to index those church records. She thought they were very interesting. All kinds of great information. I still use that index on a daily basis, by the way. She compiled notes on the Fairhaven Bridge and its construction. She did genealogical research on Albert Bierstadt, along with really thick research file. Really great. She made corrections to our reference sources on family histories. She indexed deeds from our collection, and she added to the index Henry Wort's book on Old Garden Houses, which is, in my opinion, one of the best works ever produced on local history of the region. So what I'm telling you is that Cindy made it better. I didn't know it was possible, but she did. So all of her completed projects, they leave a permanent and lasting imprint on the library. Even her unfinished one, that's 21 pages long, that's still going to leave a lasting and permanent imprint on the library. I do have one story that happened a few months ago. I had an intern who I wanted to get working on an inventory of this one particular collection of family papers. Didn't have an inventory, there was nothing online, no one other than me, maybe two of the people who knew the collection existed. So we're going to inventory it, going to get it online, everyone's going to know it's there, open access, that's the name of the game. I opened the box to show the intern what to do, and there was a handwritten inventory of everything in there. And I looked at the handwriting, I said, Cindy did it, she beat me to the punch. She beat me to the punch. And little things like that, just kind of little reminders that, yep, Cindy was here. And I'm going to keep discovering those. And I'm happy that I am, because I know that inventory was perfect. And unless the perfect's not cool, that was perfect. So I'm going to finish up by saying a few things about how she and I would conclude our conversations. I can picture the setting in my head perfectly. It'd be a Friday evening at the Purchase Street Library. That's where she's involved with volunteering. And she'd be ready to leave after a full afternoon of volunteering. Friday evening, the two of us would always have a brief conversation. I mean, sometimes they were briefer than others, but it was a brief conversation. And right before she walked out the door, she always said, onward. That was the way she always said about it. So, in honor of Cindy,